Hi, friends. So, today we'll be talking about hearing God. What does it take to hear God? What must I do in order for me to hear God? What are the steps? So, most of the time we hear people saying, I heard God say this, God told me this, God say this and that. Is it true that they've heard God? Well, hang in there. I'll be right back. Hearing God. And today we'll be looking in the book of Joel, Joel chapter 2. Our meditation will be found in verse number 28. That's where we'll be looking at to see this topic, hearing God. And most people say they've heard God. Is it true? Okay, well, go with me to the book of Joel 28. We read from Joel 2:28. It reads, "And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions, and also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days I will pour out my spirit. And I will show wonders in the heavens. It shall come to pass that the young men will see visions and the old men will dream dreams." And the whole point of this, if you continue reading, you'll find out that God, there's a passage in which God said that will be in their heart. I will go in their heart. I will pour my spirit in them. You see, so the spirit of the Lord in you is what will cause you to connect with the Lord. In another words, it's just like a cell phone. Your cell phone does not have a SIM card inside. It will not communicate with the operator. You have a device, which is, it may be whatever that it is, and that device cannot exercise it cannot reach its potential unless you put the SIM card inside. And there's a company that makes the SIM card. You see, so it's a separate company, an independent company that makes the SIM card. And now you take that SIM card, you put inside your cell phone, you switch your cell phone on immediately. That SIM card will receive the signal from the operator, because they've got towers everywhere supplying the signal. So once you put the signal inside your phone, now the phone will be able to connect with the phone will be able to connect now with the operator, with the manufacturer. You see, not with the SIM card now will communicate. The cell phone is just like, it's a device, it's a radio in which helps the SIM card to connect with the operator. In this case, your network operator, and from there, then you're gonna get connection. From there, you will be able now to make call and do whatever that you want to do. Even if for internet nowadays, you still need connection unless you have a Wi-Fi. Still, the Wi-Fi is being operated by the very same people. So you need some sort of connection there, or a cabling thing, in order for the router to receive the signal and supply internet to your devices. So it's the same with God. In another words, here now you see that God was saying that in those days I will pour out my spirit, and they will have my spirit. The young men will dream dreams, and the old men will see visions. You see, the old men will dream dreams, and the young men will see visions, because the young man has to have a vision. He has to write down his vision in order to execute his purpose on this earth and do the things that the Lord has created him to do. So now you see now that God was saying that I'll pour my spirit in them, so that they will be able to dream, they will be able to see visions. And then he goes on saying, if you read that book, Joel chapter 2, you will see that there's a passage in which God said that in those days there will be no need of another one going to his neighbor and saying, "Know the Lord, For I will be in them, I will be in their spirit. He made us. He loves us so much that he still gave us free will to choose to be by his side. If you choose to be by his side, then you will have connection. You see. So now, what does it mean? It means that you need to seek his face. You need connection. You need to know the word of the Lord. You need to pray. You need to surrender your life before the Lord. Remember, yesterday we spoke about ask and it shall be given. Now, if you ask, asking him to come into your heart, asking him to reveal himself unto you, he will do. Otherwise, he wouldn't have said, ask and it shall be given. If you know that he will not give you what you're asking, unless you're asking the things that are not in line with his character. Because there are things that we might desire and they're not in line with the character of God. And God knows that those things will damage us, will destroy us. So they are not good for us. Remember, just like our parents out there, there's no parent who ever buy a gun and give his son. He knows he might shoot himself. He will not give him poison to play, let him play with poison because he might kill himself. It's the same with our God. Remember the book of Matthew, Jesus said that if you, being evil, know how to give good things to your children, how much more God? How much more God, our Father, the one that made us? How much more him? Because it says that we are evil by nature, human nature. We are evil by nature, and then we have compassion in our children. We want good things for our children. We send them to the best schools. We give them best gifts. We go down to earth. There are some parents who even working 2-3 jobs in order to give better love to their children. And God is asking, if you who are evil by nature are able to do such good things to your children, how much more God? How much more will I not give you the things that you ask? Will I not give you the Spirit? So that the Spirit will, because the Spirit of God in you will be able now to communicate with the Spirit of God. God will pour out his Spirit in you, which is the Holy Spirit that Jesus Christ promised. Now, the Holy Spirit in you will then communicate with the Father. And that communication is when now you hear people say, I heard God. God told me this. God told me that. I don't know how to explain it to you. I cannot explain it in pure words, saying that to hear God is like this. Like one thing I can tell you with no doubt is that when God speaks, you will not make a mistake. If it's God talking to you, believe you, my friend, it will never be. It will be like an experience that you never had before, and he will leave no doubt in you that he spoke to you. He knows how to convince you. He knows how to make you understand that it's not you, it's him. Again, it is his Spirit in you. So I believe that the first step, if you haven't heard the voice of God, if you never heard God talking to you, I think the first thing that you need to do is to seek him through prayer, seek his Holy Spirit. Let us try our best, to refrain from evil. Let us try our best to run away from the things that we know does not please the Lord. Because his Spirit, again, Paul said that do not grieve the Holy Spirit that is in you. The Holy Spirit has been put in you to leave a mark in you so that you are recognizable, that you belong to heaven. So now, if you grieve the Holy Spirit, the connection might be weak. The connection might be weak. God sometimes speaks and you will not be able to hear because you have compromised somehow with other things, fleshly things. That's why we need to always pray. We also need to read the word. Even if it's one verse, meditate on that verse. Remember what God said, this book of the law shall not depart out of your mouth. You shall meditate in it day and night so that you'll be able to do according to all that is written in it. So you will only be able to remember the voice of the Lord, the word of the Lord, through the word of the Lord deposited in your spirit. And the Spirit of God in you is the one that will remind you of the things of God, even when you are questioned. We were questioned by people who do not know the Lord. When they question you, it's not your wisdom that will give an accurate answer to those people who ask you questions. Some of those people may be even highly educated intellectually, so to say, compared to you, but you will be able to answer, to give them an answer that will leave no doubt. Or else, even if they're coming to trying to put you to shame, the Holy Spirit in you will give you wisdom, words of wisdom, so that it will put your enemies to shame. The shame will turn back to its honor. So they will come with the intention of putting you to shame. God will promote you, will give you wisdom through the Spirit of the Lord in you and the word of the Lord in your heart. And then you will give an accurate answer, an answer that the person is asking of you. And then if maybe someone is lost and he wants to know something which he wants a help, he wants you to help them. Now God will also help you, giving you the word of wisdom on time so that you can supply to those people. Again, it's not for you. The glory all belongs to God. If they say, wow, you are wise, hey, we need again to say, wow, thank God. It's the Lord in me, it's not me. Because he said that I will be in them. I will be in their heart. No one will have to ask another about me, because I will be in their heart. So God in you is the one that will speak and help those people who will be in need, and also defend you from your enemies. So trust the Lord, commit to the Lord, seek the Lord. If you haven't heard his voice, seek him through prayer, through meditation, read the word of the Lord, and he will speak. And if he speak, the day he will speak, no doubt you will know it's the Lord that spoke to you, and you'll be very confident, because he knows how to make it happen. I don't know how to explain it in pure words how it is, but I know if it's the Lord speaking, you will not doubt, and you will be sure that the Lord spoke to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you to the moon and back.